The only thing that happens is
This main chat. What happened?
it fell out of its guide.
Oh, the worm gears have to.
Well, it lasted. We can't. Should we talk about it too? Or should we talk about it?
See, that was a problem. I said like we had it so far out.
We are Team 11, and we will demonstrate our design called Map. First, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Henry. Michael. Okay. So this is the prototype. This is sketch of our design. Game is called the Defend, and our game is initially inspired by the game called football, which also called the table soccer. You can just play the soccer on the table, which is pretty popular in every entertaining centers. And but the traditional football always involves only 2 players. We want to get more players involved, so we are getting inspired by the game called Hungry Hippos, which can have 4 players hitting the ball, multiple balls in the central field, and also in order to make the game competitive, we are also inspired by the video game called 3D Pinball, probably in the old Windows. It's a game, and so we just come up with an idea with this rock to defend and to attack. So let's talk about our goals for this game. It's pretty simple. We will just put multiple balls here simultaneously in the playground, and they will just move. And 4 players here. You need to use this rock to defend or be offensive. And when all the balls fall into these 4 pockets, we will just count which player has the least balls in the pockets, and that's the winner. Okay, so let's talk about the amazing features of our designs. The first thing we're gonna have is the obstacles, just in order to make some challenging. First, you can see here, you see that? There's a little ramp thing here, which is here. This ramp thing just gives the players more difficulties when they just want to attack or defend, because it will make the balls motions more unpredictable. And the second thing we have is the can forward, which is this structure here. This is the forward, and there is a gear that serves as the can, which is underneath this game board, driven by a motor. It will periodically just pop up and pop down, which just serve as the obstacles too. And the third thing we have is this 4 spinning walls, external spinning walls. It's also driven by a motor which is attached to the center here. We will just move, rotate, and just create obstacles, which makes the game board and make the ball's movement more unpredictable, because it will hit the walls randomly. And our target age is around 8 to 12. Although I think this game is almost can be played by all ages, but our specific targeting age is 8 to 12. We have some unique features, because if you want to master this game and be pretty good players, you need 2 skills. Which the first one, you need some strategy, you need a plan. When it's like when you have to figure out when is the best time to defend yourselves and when is the time to be offensive. And also you have to take advantage of the obstacles in order to get good scores or win the game. And also the timing. As you can see here, the pockets is pretty large, but the rods here is small. So it will be a challenge to prevent your balls getting into the holes, which means you need to have a very good timing skills in order to being a good defender. And the play value of this game is, the first thing is it can get 4 players playing together, which means it becomes more social than the traditional football game, and also it can just help the children to get some skills about the plan, the strategy, and also they will practice their timing skills. That's our play value. I will just give you more details on our design.
So our main kind of big mechanism that is featured in our game is our planetary gear system here. So we started out with just the kind of simple planetary gear set with being our sun in the middle, our 3 planets, and then the ring gear. So that the purpose of why we chose the planetary system is we wanted to have the ramp ring rotating in the opposite direction of the motion of up and down of the cam, as well as the external gears. So that's why we started there, but then we also wanted to incorporate these external gears as well. And so that kind of gave us an added challenge of adding the key teeth to the external side of the gear as well. We ended up actually printing 3D printing this the non-threaded or non-teeth part of the gear, and then we attached that to the external ring gear. And so we have, again, the 4 external gears that have these slits in them so they can support the external walls, but then also be fixed to the game board through the axial hole. And then, as you can see here in the sun gear, we have our actual camera that will be used to raise and lower the walls, the barriers. And then also we have 1 additional 5th external gear, where the motor will actually drive from the outside here. And that gives us the torque to spin the motor. So that's kind of the main setup of our big gear. And then also, so this is just kind of an internal view into the gear, the cam system. We have, ideally, we would have 2 cams that would sit into our red piece in the middle, and they would rise up, and we have a little bit of a plateau to the cam, so it will stay up for a little bit, and then drop back down. And we'll get around the other side, that other one will raise up and down, so that's why the timing, like Sean spoke about earlier, is really important. If you want me to have a clear shot to the other side of the board, you need to make sure the wall is down. So that was kind of our main goal there. Didn't totally come to fruition in our prototype, but we do get a little bit of it done. This is our actual event. Yeah, sure. And so yeah, this is our credo model of it, which is showing the motion of all things together internally, and then also turn on our actual prototype. We'll see it work. Most of the time it does. So we'll have 4 external walls, rotating counterclockwise, ring gears clockwise, and then that's the same thing for the cam actually. And as you can see, actually one of the external walls, they just remove one of the marbles. So that does actually have a kind of a big say to the motion of the walls and kind of the action of the game. So as you can see, we'll get a little tiny bit of lift off on our cam system there, so watch out. That's a big kind of factor. But ideally, that would raise all the way up parallel to the game surface and then fall back down. But yeah, and then we also, in terms of other design features here, we also included nets to kind of mimic the pool aspect of it, so they have an actual pocket as opposed to just a floor house.
So the main thing that the player controls are these bumpers. As you can see, they're made up of a spring. The player will pull it back and release it to shoot the ball towards the other side, and they see in these dots that the player moves it around to defend their bucket during the game.
So we had a lot of mechanisms as we designed, and we had a lot of issues, mainly with compensating play. If the gears weren't in seemingly a perfectly spot, it would sometimes bind up and then affect the whole game board. We also had issues with where the holes are in the top of the game surface. If those weren't aligned properly, things would go sideways, kind of like what was happening with the fall, where it just raised all the way up properly. also the ramps I don't think are nearly tall enough, so they kind of like hop over and end up really going there. Yeah, so kind of had to keep in mind what we had at hand when it came to manufacturing. Like, we did a lot of 3D printing just because we had a lot of components and so we had to do it reasonably quickly. So although there might be probably better ways to connect the gear to a shaft, we kind of had some simplistic brackets and things to kind of make things smooth. And then also we had some spacing issues. We ideally would want the walls a little closer to the external walls, so that way you had more of an obstacle of hitting the ball directly across from each other. They're kind of too close to the center, so you really can kind of get around to it close to this side and go directly that way or go directly that way. And then also we had like no time to iterate anything, so it was kind of like a one-shot thing. So things are starting kind of to lift off and not turning properly. Wish we had time for that iteration.
Yeah, as it says on there, also a lot of our design or our manufacturing techniques were driven by the actual function and kind of technicality of our parts. And so a lot of the gears we did have to go with our main kind of sun gear. The cam was a very weird geometry, so we did end up 3D printing that while we laser cut the other 8 gears that we did have in there. And then we also, we chose wood for our walls just because that was easiest to cut and mill. Then we also experimented with labeling cardboard to work as our actual game surface, which we were originally doing laser cut. So cardboard actually ended up being a good option in this process.
So, if you are given more time, like how much more time and what kind of things would you pursue to sort of start actually playing with it? Granted, there are so many moving things, spatial stuff that have to come together. What would you put your time on?
I think a big part for us now is figuring out the best way to mount and fix the actual things that the players are going to be interacting with. Our kind of pinball, pool, cue, actuator things. They are kind of very loose in the way that they act now, which is a little bit difficult to play in this current prototype. So making those more solid and fixed, I think definitely would be a big change as well.
And also change my gear ratios so things spin at different rates. And also, I don't know if you saw previous, but with current configuration for the followers are such that one side has an advantage over the other, so maybe make them smaller so that way not one side would have an advantage over the other. But also playing with the ramps and having them be bigger or smaller, and then also the rotation of the walls to increase the ramp.
I think a lot of it comes with also like just getting the opportunity to play with it because it is a new kind of game, so we don't really know what's going to be fair, what's going to be the best setup